Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that all bell notification, and that way you won't miss any time I publish a new video. Alright, so what are we going to be making today? Well, today we'll be making plantain empanadas. So let's get started. So I'm going to season my ground chicken now, so I'll have it marinating for a few hours. Okay, so this is will be the filling for my plantain empanada. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to this. Okay, add some salt. I have about 6 seasoning peppers here. I'm going to add this to it as well. I'm going to add some onion powder to it. Okay. I have some ginger garlic paste, so I'm just going to use it off, add that to it. I have some sofrito here. I'll leave a link in the description showing you how I made my ginger garlic paste and my sofrito. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sofrito to it as well. I'm going to add some paprika to it. I'm going to add some ground cumin. I'm going to add some garlic powder. I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder. And I have a seasoning blend here called Garlic Lovers Seasoning. I'm going to add some of that as well. Okay? All right, so let's mix everything together. All right, so here we have our seasoned ground chicken for our empanada for later. So I'm just going to cover it with some cling wrap and put it in the fridge until we're ready to cook it for later. So in order to make our plantain empanadas, we will need plantains. So here I have 4 plantains that I washed and I have cut off the top and the bottom. What I'm going to do is cut it in half one more time like this. Well, let's just run the knife through all of them. And then we're going to put it in a pot here with some water to boil. We're going to boil our plantain until they are soft, okay? So I'm going to put actually about a teaspoon of salt in this water. So this is a ripe plantain. So I'm going to make sweet plantain empanadas, okay? A little bit of salt in there, maybe a teaspoon I dropped in there. So we're going to head over to the stove and let this boil. Okay guys, so let us cook our ground chicken for our empanadas. So first I'm going to put some diced onions in here. Sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on my onions. Alright, so we'll just leave the onions here to saute for a while. Alright, so now we're going to add our ground chicken to cook. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it on one side to cook for a while and then I will flip it or stir it up and turn it over, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to turn over now my chicken. Now guys, if you have tomato paste, you could add that to it. Unfortunately, I don't have any, so I don't have any tomato paste to add to mine. So what I'm going to do is just cover this to trap all the heat in to help it to cook. Okay? Okay, so my ground chicken has been cooking for a little while. So what I'm going to do is add some frozen peas and carrots. I did have it thawing out a little bit though, so it's not completely frozen. It is at room temperature. So we're going to add this in to our filling. So let's just cook this through. And of course, you're going to want to taste for salt to make sure that it has enough seasoning in it. And you can add whatever else you want, whether it's black pepper, or if you want it spicy, you can add cayenne pepper or chili powder. So I'm going to leave this cook completely. When I'm back, I will be showing you how to make the plantain empanadas. So I have my plantain here that we boiled. It's soft. So what I'm going to do is add it to this bowl in order to make our dough for our empanadas. Okay? And it's hot. I try to let it cool, but oops, that wasn't supposed to go there. I boiled you will want to boil it, boil it until it's soft. Maybe between 10 to 15 minutes. I would say, it's sometimes it's hard to give a time because there are different factors involved in terms of, did you add it in when it already was up to a boil, or did it have to come up to a boil? So I think it's best for me to say boil it until it's cooked and soft. Okay? All right, so we have our plantains in here. What we're going to do now, we need to smash it, but I need to wipe my hand. All right, so let's smash plantains. Oh, by the way, guys, my meat filling that I have here, I'm actually going to be also add some spring onions to it. So you can do that as well. And then I'll stir it in. Let's get back to mashing the plantains. Which I think I might need to get a fork to help me, as this bowl, the rounded sides may not allow me to get everything smashed properly using this instrument. So I think I'm going to get a fork to help me to smash everything, okay? So let me just get a fork and I'll be back. All right, so let us see if we can mash this nicely. I'm trying to mash this as best as I can. Well, let's just see, let's get that out. All right, this little piece seems a bit hard. Let's take that out as well. Okay. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do now to help form this into a dough, I'm going to be adding some flour to this, okay? So I have my gluten-free flour here. We're going to start off with small increments. So I'm going to sprinkle about a tablespoon of flour, and we're going to work that in. And that way, we will build it up slowly, and when we get to the consistency to form a dough, then we stop. Okay, so of course you can use your regular flour. I'm using my gluten-free flour because we want to be able to form this into a dough. All right, I think I could add another tablespoon. So that's 2 tablespoons so far. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure that, let's see, let's test the consistency now. The best way to test actually is to put it in our hand. So let's put it in our hand, see if it can form. I think I need to add more flour. I do. I think I need to add more flour. So let's go with, this would be our third tablespoon. Let's mix it in. All right, let's see how this is. I want to add some more still. So I think we're up to 4 tablespoons. Let me try using my hand and see. How does it feel? Now, some people don't add any flour at all. They will just work it just as is with the plantain alone, but I find the flour will help it to bind a little better. I want to add another tablespoon, so I think I'm up to 5 now. Squeeze it through. If there's one thing, your hands are the best instrument, because you know you can get feedback in terms of the texture, the feel, you know. Whereas if you use an instrument, you can't get that feedback. Let's see here. Thing is, I mean, it could work if I do it now, but I just want to make sure it holds up well. I'm gonna add another tablespoon. All right, I think this last one should be it. I'm not sure if I did 6 or 7. I think that last one should be it. Still sticky, but let's hope I'll just be very gentle with it and forming it. So I think I will stop at this point, right? All right, so now what we're gonna do is form this into some balls, and then I'm going to use my tortilla press in order to press out our dough here, okay? So let me get the tortilla press. All right, so I'm just gonna mix in the spring onions to my filling. This is our filling for our empanadas. All right, good, that's mixed in there. All right, so now we're gonna take some dough or plantain, okay, and form it into a ball like this. See that? Form it into a ball. And then we're gonna put it down here and press it out. If you're interested in this tortilla press, I will leave a link in the description showing you where, let me just rest this over here, where you can get one. Okay, can you see that? Am I centered? All right, so I'm just gonna press it down lightly. I think I could press it a little bit more. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. All right, so we're gonna take now our, well, I guess I could use a fork too. So I'm gonna put our filling in like this, put it in the middle. Doesn't that look pretty, guys? It does, right? Okay. So we have that in here, and now we're gonna seal it, cover it over. So to cover it over, come on, everybody stay together. Let's cooperate now. All right, so we use a plastic and we bring it over. See that? Try to keep the filling in, right? And then we press down to help to seal it. Okay? Press it down to help to seal it. What I'll do, I will also use a fork to help seal it as well. So if I just do like this, I can help seal it as well. All right, so we're going to just put it on the plate here. See that, guys? We're going to put it on the plate here for frying. All right, so I'm going to get to making the rest of my plantain empanadas. I'm going to make this one a little smaller. Of course, if you make it a little smaller, you have to put less filling in it. Well, it doesn't look smaller at all now, does it? Looks like the same size. You know what? Let me use a spoon instead, because this might just fall out. Okay, so now we're going to close it in. You have to use the plastic to help bring it over. And you know what? I just made a mistake there. I didn't bring it over properly. So you see what happened there? This came in. Anyway. All right, so I showed you two. So I will get to making the rest, and then I'll be back. So oh, I have to be, you see, I pressed that too hard. I made it a little too thin. That's another thing, guys. Be careful if when you're pressing it, don't press it too thin, or else it will be too, to become too fragile. See, it opened up here because when I was pressing on the press, I think I put too much pressure, and so I have to be careful when I do this to fry. All right, so let me get to making the rest. All right, guys, so now it's time to fry our plantain empanadas, okay? So I'm going to drop it gently in the oil. Can I add another one, small one perhaps? All right, so we're going to fry this until it gets a nice golden color. Trying to be very careful. It's kind of sticking. I need to flip it. Okay, guys, so now that our plantain empanada is now golden, we can remove it.